Hear ye, here comes the judge. It's the Yogi Judge, Judge Dawson, here with another podcast aimed at giving you information and tools that you can use so that you can be the absolute best that you can be. And if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you know my goal is not to hold you long. I try to come on, give you information that you can use and leave you to your amazing day. Because I know that we're all busy, we're all living this human experience, and I just want to give you a nugget of wisdom that I've learned from these 15 years as a judge and being a lawyer for much longer than that, as well as a yogi and all those other things. But the key is I want to use the information that I've received, that I've studied, that I've experienced to heighten your experience in life. So the message for today is, look, realize that every human being that you know, everyone you walk past on the street, riding past you in the car, everyone that you judge, everyone that you think in your mind that you dislike, everyone is going through a quiet battle on the inside. It could be an issue of health. It could be an issue of a heartbreak. It could be employment issues, all types of financial pressures. It could be simply something that's going on mentally, a battle that's going on in their head that they don't even realize what it is and how it's occurring. But nevertheless, everyone has something. Even the richest of the richies, if you ever watched Richie Rich back in the day, and even the poorest of the poor, we all have similar battles. And guess what? On the inside, and to us all, they really feel the same. They really feel the same. There's a hurt inside of them that feels just like the hurt that's inside of you and I. The faces of our demons may differ. They may be different, right? We may call them different names. We may feel their presence more at sometimes than others. But at the end of the day, they all hunt us the same way. Sometimes we wake up in the middle of the night sweating. Sometimes we wake up crying. Sometimes we wake up with no energy. Sometimes we get depressed in the middle of the day, all being haunted in the same way. But ladies and gentlemen, there's a good news here. This is what it really means to come into an awareness of what it means to be human and to understand that we all live with an internal longing of some kind. Now, if you're of the Christian faith like I am, you know that longing is to be with Jesus Christ. We were separated once sin occurred, so we long for a relationship with God, right? But maybe even on a different level, on a human level, maybe you're longing for financial security. Maybe you're longing for a relationship that's better. Maybe you're longing for someone to no longer break your heart. I don't know what your issue is, but I know for a fact that we are all longing for something, and that oftentimes will hunt us when we're walking down the street, dealing with our employers, talking to our kids, riding in the car. When we run that red light and you think it's about you, but it's actually about them. See, I just want us to come into an awareness that we're all going through the same experience. And most importantly, I want us to have compassion, because no matter how it appears on the surface, I don't care how big the smile is, how big their car is, how big their house is. Every person, including you and myself, we all have mountains of our own that we are trying to battle, that we are trying to navigate. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know that the human experience that you're going through, someone else is going through. I don't care what you think. I don't care how they appear. I don't care how much they deny it. We're all human beings, and being a human being means that we all have the same fragility. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. It was quick, wasn't it? It is Judge Dawson once again. If you don't know who you've been listening to, Judge Dawson. And the podcast is called Dose of Positivity because I want to give you something that you can walk away with and experience all day long. If you like the podcast, go ahead and follow me on Spotify, Apple, and all those other great streaming services. If you want to receive my email called Dose of Positivity, go ahead and get it. It's on my website, judgedawson.com. But otherwise, follow me on my social medias at Judge Dawson. That's where I am everywhere. But more than that, most importantly, be the absolute best that you can be today. Have compassion and just know that we're all living this human experience. Until next time. Namaste.